Hello, how are we all? Yes, it is me, Mr. Michael Phelps. Little bit of freestyle. I've just wrapped up. It is 8:25, the morning session. Tuesday mornings right now are swim day, so go 7 till 8. Today we blasted out 8 sets of 200 meters with a 90-second rest in between. That was a bit of a jump. So 200 meters is 8 lengths of a 25 meter pool. So basically stopping every 8 lengths, having 90 seconds rest, and then just going and just pretty much going off feel in terms of speed. Definitely a jump getting up to 8 lengths a set in comparison to 4s and 6s, which I've been doing in the past. So today is the sixth week in a row that I've swam, because there's been a triathlon booked. So I'm going to talk about that later in the video. I'm going to show you what my weekly schedule is looking like right now. So with 1 swim a week, with 1 run a week, and then all of my regular training. So give the video a like, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to run you through what my plan is, using my own knowledge to start with, on how to get better for a triathlon. So we're on February 8th right now. The triathlon is, I think, July the 10th. So as it gets closer, I will definitely be looking for expert help from certain individuals in the swimming field, the running field, and the cycling field. So until now, later in the video, I'm going to show you what's going on. And apart from that, I'm going to show you all my food and how I'm tackling nutrition with all of this training. So I will see you in the gym with something to eat. Was my weightlifting session for the day. No metcons or anything like that, because today is obviously swim day. So 2 sessions down, 2 o'clock. It is time to eat again, and then I am going later on to get a little osteo treatment, a little bit of shoulder action, got a little bit of a dodgy rotator cuff, and a little bit of lower back. And I will maybe show you what we get up to there, but for now I'm going to show you what my post-workout meal is right now. It's already been made. It wasn't made by me. I'm a lucky boy. And then we will go a little bit informative. Right, here we are. Now, I am being super lazy. I'm not even using my camera. We're using the FaceTime camera on my Mac, so hopefully this is good enough quality. Hopefully I don't rustle this mic too much and blow your ears off. But the reason is because you are seeing right now the screenshot of the exact event that I am going to be doing. So I've signed up for the Rock Triathlon with 2 friends. Is something that I've never done before. I've got a little bit of a swimming experience when I was younger. I did a little bit of that. Semi-competitively, but I'm talking a young age, so you know, no great shakes, but it was probably one of my forties. So anyway, let's run through it. Rock England is the event. Now this starts with a 1500 meter swim. If I remember rightly, that works out about 60-65 lengths, something like that. Then it goes on to a 45.5 kilometer bike. Then you've got to run up Scarfell Pike, 8.75 kilometers each way. So essentially going up the mountain, going down the mountain, almost 9 kilometers up, almost 9 kilometers down Ballpark. Then 45 kilometers to go on the bike all the way back, and then finishing off with a 1 kilometer trail run. Now I had a little, that is everything. Had a little look at some of the times and what people were up to, and the best time is 5.5 hours. And the last time before the people that DNF did not finish was pretty much 10.5. So that is a very, very big range. Now, just going off ballpark estimations, I would be happy for anything around the 7 to 8 hour region, as long as it is within that hour. This is a finishing thing for me. The people, I'm not the most stereotypical triathlete, so to speak. It seems like quite a lot of them seem to sacrifice, obviously, size. I'm obviously a heavy individual, but I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to tackle it. I'm very excited to get my teeth into something else. Now, moving on. Let's get off this screen and let's talk about the program. So essentially, this is my training program right now in regards to what I am doing on a weekly basis. So I've split it up into essentially the days across the week, AM and PM, and nutrition. So obviously let's just start on Monday. So in the AM, I am pretty much doing a weightlifting session. I've put some ballpark exercises so you know what that session is. For most of us, obviously I like to Olympic lift as well and still keep that involved, so I've put a snatch in there. But essentially this is my main leg day. Okay, I have 2 lower body, lower bi sessions per week. First one being on Monday, which you can see here. So snatch, front squats, RDLs, lunges, some sort of core. And in the evening, or if I want to just get it done straight after that session and I feel fresh enough, I will do some sort of CrossFit Metcon that is about 20 minutes or some rowing intervals. So that is pretty much bog standard, okay? There is no sort of swim, run or anything like that. Now, Tuesday morning, this is where the first swim session comes into. So if you saw the previous video, no, if you saw this video, if you saw earlier on in this video, my Tuesday morning sessions have been my absolute ritual so far, just with starting off with 1 session a week. So the session that we did earlier on, you saw the 8 rounds, 8 sets of 200 meters, which is 8 lengths of a 25 meter pool. Doing that every Tuesday. So I will obviously build and build and build. It did not start there. It started in 10 rounds of 4 lengths and so on and so on. So it's already 6 weeks in, already making an outstanding amount of progress. And I'm swimming with obviously Jack, one of my friends who is also doing the triathlon. He's probably made more progress than me because he doesn't have a swimming background, whereas I do. So obviously I'm going to have a base level of fitness there. But anyway, already just been in, seeing a massive improvement in that. So on that day, because that is obviously a swim day, it is a little bit more strenuous. I will tag that with in the evening or afternoon or whenever I want to do it. Obviously it was quite early in the session that you saw in this video. I will do a push-pull upper body session. Okay. Day 3, Wednesday, work capacity Wednesday, what most of the Sculpt people and Sculpt programs do. We do some sort of long endurance WOD, so this is really relatable. Even though it's not in the pool, it's not running, it's something like that. The stimulus is that sort of 70 to 80% threshold of effort, of heart rate, and we will probably be there for about 45 to 60 minutes. So that is perfect for when you relate it to some sort of endurance event. So this could be like 3 10-minute EMOMs to 15-minute EMOMs. It could be 3 10 to 15-minute AMRAPs. Could be just one long one that goes all the way through. So even though we're using different movements, and I've also added in there pull-ups, handstands and ergs, just to give you an idea, everything, all of that sort of like crazy CrossFit sort of stuff that you might have an opinion calling that CrossFit crazy stuff, that is essentially my functional fitness day to make sure I maintain what I can do. So I still want to be able to have the capabilities of doing handstands, still want to have the capabilities of doing those butterfly pull-ups when it comes to moving on after this triathlon. Okay. So yeah, by Thursday is normally the day when I am most beaten up. So this is where I do my bike conditioning, which is literally just sitting on the bike in the zone 2 heart rate threshold, which is really, really light. So you're talking anywhere from 55 to 65% effort, not really getting, maybe even less. No major great shakes, long 10, 15k on the bike. Could be some intervals, 3 minutes on, 1 minute off, whatever, you name it. I make it up. I just make sure that I'm monitoring it and the splits are gradually increasing week after week after week. And there will be no lifting on that day to give my body a bit of a rest. Out of breath. That's not good. Friday, big Fridays, cleans, still want to be able to clean. And then my second lower body session of the week, so it will include more posterior chain, deadlifts, split squats, like I said, essentially full lower body, posterior chain. And as of last week, on week 7, we did the second session swim of the week. So Friday night, it wasn't as intense as the earlier swim session on Tuesday. However, it was still a swim session, still probably got 1,200, 1,300 meters under the belt. Do you say that when you're in swimming terms? I'm not sure. But still got 1,200 meters in, and considering the swim is only 1.5k, it's pretty close to that. But obviously it will be a totally different ball game when you are not kicking off the side of the pool and also in open water. So day number 6, Saturday, push and pull, upper body, the opposite of what it was on Tuesday. So if I did overhead pressing and pull-up bias on the Tuesday, I will pretty much do some sort of dumbbell press, maybe some sort of row movements on the Saturday, and then I will go straight into a mid to long range run. Now, mid to long range run for me right now is probably like 6 to 11, 12k. That is a long run for me. So haters can hate if you are a long runner and you're laughing at that, thinking whatever. That's where I'm at right now. And then on Sunday, absolute rest, do nothing, get some steps in, take the dogs for a walk on the beach, and that is me. Nutrition. So nutrition right now, I am trying my best, believe it or not. I'm still hungry on 3,800 calories. I regularly, on the regular, I go over that. However, for me, even though you might be thinking, why is he not fueling himself to the absolute optimum, which I kind of am and kind of aren't, I don't want to be any heavier. Like, the heavier I am, the harder this endurance event is going to be. So I'm kind of trying to do this at maintenance and trying to make sure that I don't get any heavier than 100 kilos, okay? I am someone that seems to gain weight, gain muscle quite easily, but for me it is harder to get leaner and stay leaner. So it's not anymore, but that's, I'm not going to say body type, that is personally how I feel. I have a ferocious appetite. I do not mind eating a lot of food. 3,800 calories is like quite alright with me. I just need to ballpark plan my day around. So just trying to do that so I don't get any heavier, which is nice. So 3,800 calories, 210 to 220 grams of protein is ballpark where I'm at, which is pretty much just under a pound of body weight. I don't know what 100 kilos is. I feel like it's 220 or 225 pounds. It is pretty much there. Fat, half of that, so 90 to 110 grams per day, and the remainder of my calories are carbs. Carbs are something that I struggle with. I seem to prefer fatty sort of foods. I eat a lot of eggs, eat a lot of bacon, eat a lot of avocados because if I have them in, because I like them. Carbs are obviously a lot more difficult to fit in, so normally every single night I'm finishing with some sort of big cereal, big oat bowl, big whatever bowl, just to get a lot of carbs in. So, and also that does transfer quite well because I'm an early riser with work and stuff like that. So if I do have a swim session or an early morning session, I don't mind going in to that fasted because I've probably had about 150 grams of carbs before bed anyway. So that is not bad. But yeah, this is my structure. This is the structure that I've given myself right now for trying to train from a triathlon while still maintaining somewhat of a decent level of muscle, decent level of what I enjoy, which is lifting and strength training and a little bit of functional fitness, and just trying to tick all boxes. Is this maintainable? Yes, it is right now, but I can see when I get closer to the race, something is going to give. I can tell you straight away, it will probably be that third day where that CrossFit gymnastics WOD is in the middle of the week. That will probably change to some sort of extra session where whether it be a run, probably will be a run, because that is the one that I'm most apprehensive about. Even though I've probably done more running in the last few years than swimming, I'm definitely built more like a swimmer than I am a runner, and definitely have, in comparison to other people, I'm a lot more confident about the swim. The swim is what the other two boys seem to be freaking out about. The bike will be a piece of piss, to be honest, because I constantly feel like I'm on bikes. But yeah, the running, if anything, will be something where there is a lot of good runners out there, and I'm sure that, I'm not trying to win this race, but I'm just comparing myself to the average Joe and giving you comparisons of what I'm good and bad at right now. So that is pretty much how I am tackling my split, what I'm doing right now. If you have any questions, fire them below. If you have any advice and recommendations and stuff like that, first of all, like straight away, fire them below. I'm by no means any expert. There is a couple of people who I've followed on Instagram, and I've vigorously looked at their pages and took some inspiration from, but I think when I'm closer to coming to the swim, coming to the triathlon, I will definitely be looking for expert advice, so this might get chucked all together. But right now, still have almost like 4.5 months, 5 months. This is what I'm going with for now. So yeah, you've got to understand as well, I have a very good base level of fitness just from the stuff that I do. Went swimming with one of my friends for the first time, and he was like, I can't believe how easy you've sort of adapted to this straight away. Now, first of all, like I said, I swam in my earlier years semi-competitively, and second of all, my job, I spend half of my life out of breath. in some way, shape or form. So I'm obviously going to be a little bit more, I don't know, general physical preparedness, GPP. I'm obviously going to be prepared more when being out of breath to push through a little bit harder, to push through for a little bit longer. So generally, because I'm doing all of these things day to day to day, it's going to transfer well to doing some sort of endurance event. It may not be perfect and I might have to fine tune my skills and techniques, but pretty much getting yourself in a dark place and just holding it there for a long period of time is what I do on the reg. So yeah, hopefully the video has been decent quality, because I said I was being lazy. Got the podcast mic and I'm just going straight on to the FaceTime camera, and hopefully you can take something from this video. But yeah, I'm going to try and document some of this journey as much as I can. Give the video a like, give it a thumbs up. I hope you've enjoyed it. 13 minutes, so that is a bit of a waffle. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Look at my face twisting. Anyway, drink not go, have a great time, try swimming, it's fun, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, over and out for now.